Hey guys, it's Aman
And Christina
from Our Rich Journey. We are talking about saving more money. And if you have watched our videos in the past, you know that we save 70% of our income. And it is by doing things that we are going to be talking about in today's video. Because the money that we save is more money that we can invest on our journey towards financial independence. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about 8 different ways that you can save more money and then use that money to invest.
Our first tip is don't pay the pink tax. Now, some of you may have not heard about the pink tax before, but the New York City Department of Consumer Affairs did a study. And in this study, they compared products marketed to men versus products marketed to women. And they found that on average, products marketed to women cost 42% more for women than products marketed to men. So for example, shampoo and conditioner marketed to women cost almost 50% more than shampoo and conditioner marketed to men. Women's jeans cost 10% more than men's jeans, and girls' bikes cost an average of 6% more than boys' bikes.
And this is what is referred to as the pink tax, and it is foul because many of these products are the exact same products that are sold to men, but they are in pink packaging and they are marketed to women and the prices are pumped up.
So the next time that you're at the store and you're buying products for yourself, if you're a woman, or if you're a male and you're buying products for your wife or your girlfriend or your daughter or any other girl, the idea is to look in the male aisles. In many cases, you can buy the exact same product marketed to males instead and get a significant reduction. And for those of you that don't want to buy a male shampoo because of the smell or a male soap because of the smell, there are a lot of male products that have non-scented versions, so you can buy those instead and also save money. And number 2, it has to do with saving money when you're grocery shopping. So grocery shopping tends to be a very big expense for families. And one way you can reduce this expense is by shopping online. Most stores now have the ability for you to shop online and either pick up the groceries that you shop online with or to have them delivered. By shopping for groceries online, you reduce your impulse spending.
I mean, how many of us have gone to the grocery store and even got into the grocery store and forgot why we even came there? We end up with all of these extra things in our grocery cart because we didn't have a plan. Now, you can have a grocery list, but still, when you're in a store, you tend to grab things that you forgot to put on your grocery list. Well, by shopping online, what you do is you develop your grocery list in advance and you send your grocery list to the supermarket, and the supermarket gathers all of the things on your list. So all you have to do is go pick up your list of items that the grocery store has already compiled.
So there's usually 2 options when you order your groceries online. You can have your groceries delivered to your home, and usually there's a fee associated with that, or you can have the grocery store pick out your groceries for you, and you can go to the grocery store and just pick them up at the grocery store, which is typically free.
So yes, there is a fee when your groceries are delivered, but you're likely saving more money because you're not going to be impulse buying when your groceries are delivered. The other huge benefit, and especially for a family like ours, is the time savings. Because we don't have to go to the grocery store, walk around the grocery store up and down every aisle, we are saving valuable time that we can spend somewhere else.
And if you get your food delivered, you're also saving on gas money.
And number 3 is decide how much you want to pay for something before looking at the price tag. So we were recently shopping for a new computer and I had a price in mind for how much I wanted to pay for a computer before I ever looked at a computer. And with that price in mind, I went out and I shopped for the computer.
So the idea behind this is to set a fixed price that you're willing to pay and not to budge or go over that fixed point. And this, of course, applies to more than just computers. It applies across the board. So if you're going shopping and you're looking for a shirt, for example, and you have an idea in mind as to how much you want to pay for a specific shirt that you saw that you like, before you look at the price tag, determine how much you'd be willing to pay for that specific shirt. And once you look at the price tag, if it exceeds that price that you're willing to pay, you got to move on.
And you know what? This applies to cars, to houses, to every single purchase that you make. Because how many people have gone shopping for a home and have paid more than what they hoped to pay for the home because they were talked up in price? So establish your price for everything. And by using this one particular tactic, you can save a ton of money.
And number 4 is to think about purchases in terms of hours worked. So if you're looking at purchasing an item, rather than looking at the actual price of the item, convert that into the number of hours it would take you to work in order to obtain or purchase that item. So for example, if you have something that you want to purchase, say you have a purse in mind that you want to buy and that purse costs $1,000 and you work and after taxes are taken out, you're making about $30 an hour, you would convert that $30 an hour into the price of the purse, which would equate to 33 hours of working in order to own that purse.
Now that is almost a whole week's worth of working. A whole week to buy one purse. Now, would you work an entire week just to buy one purse? You have to put things like that in perspective. But apply this rule across all of your purchases. How much more longer are you willing to put off retirement for another car, for a bigger house? All of these things require your time, and it is time that you are giving up to make these purchases. Now, on the other hand, what if instead of making those purchases, you use that same money that you made with your time and invested that money? Just think how much more sooner you could reach financial independence and early retirement. See, there's two sides to this coin. It is spend more, work longer. Spend less, invest that money, and retire earlier.
And number 5 is carry only large bills. So you have to really think hard before you break that bill to buy something. Now, we talked earlier about impulse buying groceries online so you can reduce impulse buying. This is another avenue to reduce your impulse buying.
Now, this is one of those money-saving tips that is a psychological trick. Because you have these larger bills, you are less likely to break these larger bills. And by being less likely to break them, you are less likely to spend money. Again, playing off of the psychology of spending money. And next, and this is one of our best, is buying a used car. You know that we drive an $800 used car named Champagne, and we have saved a significant amount of money by driving a used car.
So the point behind this tip is that you can save a significant amount of money by buying a used car. Now, you don't have to buy an $800 used car like we do, but studies show that right after someone buys a brand new car and drives it off the lot, that car immediately loses value. So why not buy a used car and save money in that area?
Now, when we did our $800 used car video, we talked a lot about the psychology of driving a used car. Well, there's also some practical things that come along with driving a used car. You spend a lot less money trying to make that new car look good forever. So we wash our car less. Now, it's still a clean car, but we spend less money washing the car. We also spend less money worrying about ticks and dings and all of these other things. And most practical, our insurance is super low on our used car. So there are all these added benefits to driving a used car.
And the next tip is to delete your credit card numbers from your online accounts, your purchasing, spending accounts. So for example, Amazon is notorious for this. You can purchase something on Amazon, enter your credit card number, and then it will ask you if you want to retain that credit card number online. Most people say yes.
And Amazon is really slick because they have this single click option where you can just buy something with a click and the next day it shows up at your house. That sounds so convenient, but it is also very costly. If you are an Amazon subscriber or you use Amazon to purchase things, just go back and look at all of your purchases. So go back and take a look at all of your accounts that have your credit card information and remove your credit card information, because what you want to do is create some friction. You want to make it difficult for you to make those impulsive purchases. And just by doing this, you will save additional money. And the last tip is to have a budget, but not just any budget, a pay yourself first budget. You guys have heard us talk about our pay yourself first budget in our previous videos, because with that type of budget, you prioritize investing in yourself first, paying yourself first to grow your net worth.
So you really need a budget to understand where you're spending your money and to understand where you can make those cuts. And paying yourself first is a part of a successful budget, because when you pay yourself first, you're less likely to rationalize other purchases that you could make versus paying yourself first. It's an automatic saving and investing tool that will help you grow your money.
So those are our tips to start saving money today. Go out there and save that money, because what you can do is invest that money for tomorrow, because that's what this channel is all about. Earning more money, saving more money, and investing more money. on your journey towards financial independence and possibly retiring early. It's up to you when you reach financial independence. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.